Hello guys, today we are trying to create a custom MCP server. In this video, we will understand about how we can create a custom MCP server and how we can integrate that custom MCP server with the GitHub Copilot as well. So before moving to the creation of a custom MCP server, it's equally important to know about what is the MCP, and then we will proceed further how we can create a custom MCP server. So we are starting with this example. First, we are understanding about the MCP. So let me move to the MCP. So here you can see the MCP is a model context protocol. This is the protocol that allows us to interact with the external systems to get information about particular context. Let's say the company information, internal documentation, database schema, database details, and the data. So in our example, we are trying to create a custom MCP that will fetch the order details and the item details. On basis of our order details, it will return us the particular person name, the quantity and the amount, as well as it will check for the item context. It will get the item ID and it will respond like the particular item is available or not. So this example we are trying to explore today. Now, if we talk about this example, then our MCP will be the order details, and this MCP itself will expose two tools. First one will be the get order details, another will be the edge item available. If we talk about the get order details tool, so here you can see it will take one input, the order ID with it, and on basis of that order ID it will identify the particular order is available in the system or not. If the available, then it will return the details on basis of the order ID. And if we talk about is item available, then in this tool the item ID will be the input, and on basis of that item ID it will fetch the items available in the stock, and then corresponding to it it will respond. Now we are moving to the Visual Studio Code to create the custom MCP server. Let me move to the Visual Studio Code first. So here you can see I am in the Visual Studio, and here itself I am in the MCP project MCP folder. Now the next step is to create a .NET console application. So let me copy the command. We are using the .NET new console command to create a project here. This command is responsible to create a project, and this command itself using the console template, as we have mentioned the console in command itself. Now the next step to move further in this project itself. So let me move this here. I am using the cd custom, the folder name custom MCP server. So now I am in this folder itself under in the terminal itself. Now the next step is to install the packages. So to install the package, we have to install two packages to create a custom MCP. First is the model context protocol package. Let me copy this. Yeah. This is the command that you can see here. This package is actually responsible for aiding the model context protocol support in the .NET code itself. By using this package itself, we will expose the tools that we have seen in the order details slide. So this package is the crucial to create a custom MCP. Now we have installed this package that is responsible for the MCP creation. On the same hand, we have to install the hosting package as well, that will be responsible for the hosting purpose to connect with the STDIO. Let me paste the command. Here you can see the command as well. The package name is Microsoft.extension.hosting that is responsible for the hosting of the MCP server. In our example, we are going to host it as locally. Like from the Visual Studio Code, we will expose this DLL and create a custom MCP. So to do that, we have to install this package as well. Now we have installed the packages. Now the next part is to use the code. So let me paste the block of a code that is responsible for the MCP creation. Here you can see first is first I have created a builder. Then in the builder I have attached a logging, and the logging label I am using trace. Then the next step, in the middleware itself, like in the registration itself, I am telling I am using the AddMcp server that will be hosted as STDIO server transport and with supporting by the tool from assembly. Because I mentioned you, like we are going to create a DLL, and that DLL will be responsible to connect to the MCP. So we are using this command here. Now next step is to create our order details MCP that will be responsible for exposing the two tools that we have seen in our example. Here you can see I have pasted the block of a code. Let me close the terminal. Here you can see the order detail. In this order detail, we have seen the get order details and the edge item available. So these are the two tools we have added here. And on these tools, we have used the decorator MCP server tool. This is the decorator that will tell, like this is the function that will be used as a tool to connect to the MCP. And here you can see in a description itself, we have specified like which purpose we are using this tool. Here you can see the this tool will return the details of an order on basis of an given ID, and here this tool will return if the item is available in the stock or not. So make our example very clean and clear. I don't have connected with the particular SQL server or database server, or I am not using particular profile. I am in this example, I am returning the simple hard coded data by this example. Then later on you can interact with the particular tool that you want, and you can create this MCP as per your own choice, as per your own convenience. Our main motto of this demo is to explain you like how you can create the use case and the connection of the particular segment. You can decide as per your need itself. So I am returning the hard coded customer name and the product name, but the ID will always be dynamic. Whatever we will receive, we are returning simply that. And here, if we are only checking if the item ID is greater than 0, then we are simply saying it's available, otherwise it's not available. And this is a record that we have created for returning the order. Let me go to the terminal. Let me clean this. Now we have to build our project because we need a DLL to connect with the MCP. So I am using the .NET build command to build this project. Let's wait till build is completed. Now our build is successful, as you can see here. So now the next step is to the MCP that we have created to connect with the particular GitHub Copilot. So to do that, I am using the new window of the Visual Studio Code. Here you can see I am in the new window of the Visual Studio Code. Here the name of the folder is MCP testing. Under this, first I have to create a folder with the name .vs code. Then after, in here we have to create a file with the name mcp.json. So let me paste the JSON file code. As you can see in our example, let me change the name of the MCP. So this is the name of the MCP order details. The type we are using STDIO is the same we have registered while creating our project. We are using the command as .NET, and the argument, in the argument itself we are using the complete DLL path. Here you can see, as you can see, we were on MCP folder. Under that MCP folder we have created this SN project and this bin debug and the .NET, and this is the DLL name that we are using here. So now the next step is to start this MCP server. So to start this, we can use the start. Once this MCP server is installed, then in the GitHub Copilot chat itself, you can go to the tools. Here you can see the option of configure tools. Once you go to the tools, then you can see the order details, SN tool. Now let it update tools. As you can see now, after the reload, the custom MCP server is there, coming in the configure tools, and it's showing the two tools that we have exposed. So let us test this example. I want to get the details of order ID 2. So I have simply asked the question, can you please go and get the details of order ID 2? So it will check for the available tools and will rectify the tool on basis of the description that we have given in the description decorator. As you can see, now it has identified the tool and sending this order ID to. And before sending, it's asking me for the confirmation. Let me allow this. You can see here the hard-coded details that we have returned by this tool. Let's test the particular item is available or not. Check if the item ID -3 is in stock or not. So here we are using another tool to check if the item is available in the stock or not. You can see it has identified the tool and sending it to -3. So you can see the available false. By this example, we have shown you how you can create a, your own custom MCP server and how you can create multiple tools in the same server itself. In our example, we have used a very clean and clear example without connecting it to the another third party services like SQL or another APIs. But you have to connect it with your use case, and you can expand it to the in and also you can expand it to as per your use case. So thank you guys for being with us, and all the details related to the commands, related to the codes, you will get in the description itself. In the description itself, we have provided one URL. By going there, you can copy and paste each and every code as well as the commands as well. And the steps are also there in that blog. Thank you guys.